Discover the rarest and most valuable top 10 Singapore coins that can be worth a fortune in 2025, with incredible history, value, and worth millions. These treasures hold secrets you should never spend or overlook. Next is the 5 cents 1967, from Singapore, stands as one of the most fascinating coins in Southeast Asian numismatic history. This small yet highly significant piece was part of the very first official coin series issued after Singapore gained independence in 1965, marking the beginning of a new national identity through currency. Collectors treasure it not just for its rarity, but also for its deep connection to the nation's early years. The obverse of the 5 cents 1967 features the Singapore coat of arms with the lion and tiger supporting the shield, surrounded by the name Singapore in English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay. This multicultural representation symbolizes unity and diversity, a reflection of the nation's foundation. Its detailed engraving shows the effort Singapore put into making its new currency distinct and meaningful. On the reverse, the coin displays a simple yet elegant design of a stalk of rice, a symbol of growth, prosperity, and the importance of agriculture in Singapore's economy at the time. Alongside it is the denomination, making the 5 cents 1967, not just practical in circulation but also artistic in value. The clarity of the design makes it stand out among other world coins of its era. The 5 cents 1967 was minted in cupronickel, a durable material that was common for small denominations. Despite being a modest coin in size, it carried immense symbolic weight as part of the first post-independence coinage system. Its mintage numbers were limited compared to later issues, and this scarcity has fueled its status as a highly sought-after collectible today. For many collectors, the historical background of the 5 cents 1967 is equally important as its physical features. Singapore was a young nation in the late 1960s, and the decision to issue its own currency represented independence, self-sufficiency, and confidence. Owning this coin is like holding a piece of that proud transition in one's hands. Over the decades, the 5 cents 1967 has become rarer to find in pristine condition. Coins that survived without scratches, dents, or circulation wear are particularly scarce. Many of these coins were used daily in markets and shops, and few were carefully preserved. This makes high-grade versions especially valuable among collectors who compete for the best-preserved examples. Numismatists have often noted that the 5 cents 1967 stands as an underappreciated gem in Southeast Asian collections. While larger denominations tend to attract attention, it is this small coin that surprises experts with its combination of rarity, symbolism, and demand. Its global recognition has grown steadily, with collectors from outside Singapore also chasing after it. The value of the 5 cents 1967 has reached astonishing levels in auctions and private sales. In some notable cases, its worth has been recorded as high as $3.30 million, an incredible figure for such a small denomination. This record-setting value reflects both the rarity of the coin and the intensity of demand among high-end collectors worldwide. What makes the 5 cents 1967 particularly impressive is how it bridges national pride and international interest. For Singaporeans, it represents the struggles and successes of a newly independent nation. For global numismatists, it is a unique treasure with financial and historical significance that surpasses its modest face value. Today, the 5 cents 1967 continues to inspire fascination among both seasoned experts and new collectors. It shows that rarity and meaning can elevate even the smallest coin to legendary status. This coin stands as proof that true value lies not just in size or material, but in the history, pride, and story a nation places within its currency. Next is the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore is one of the rarest coins that has captured the attention of collectors across the world. Minted during a period of transition in Singapore's currency history, this coin carries with it a strong sense of national identity and heritage. Its scarcity combined with historical importance has made it a prized treasure among numismatists. The 20 cents 1985 features on its obverse the second portrait series of Singapore's coins, with the national coat of arms and the word Singapore inscribed in English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. This multilingual representation reflects the multicultural identity of the nation, making the coin not only a monetary piece but also a symbol of harmony and unity. On the reverse of the 20 cents 1985, one finds the distinctive design of the seahorse, a motif that represents Singapore's deep connection to the sea and its reputation as a maritime hub. This design was carefully chosen to highlight Singapore's reliance on trade and its geographical significance as a global port city. The fine details and artistry make the coin visually remarkable. The year 1985 is significant in Singapore's history because it was a challenging economic period marked by recession and shifts in policy. The mintage of coins during this year was comparatively low, which added to the rarity of certain denominations. As a result, the 20 cents 1985 stands out as one of the least available coins in circulation, often disappearing quickly from public hands into private collections. Collectors treasure the 20 cents 1985 because it represents not only rarity but also craftsmanship. Each detail on the coin tells a story of Singapore's pride in its culture and progress. Over time, coins in pristine condition with little to no wear have become increasingly difficult to find, elevating the value of this coin to extraordinary levels. The coin has also gained global attention, with international collectors vying to secure it for their collections. Auctions featuring the 20 cents 1985 have seen intense bidding wars, as serious investors understand the long-term value of such a rare piece. Its reputation has grown from being a local curiosity to a worldwide symbol of numismatic prestige. Experts often stress that the rarity of the 20 cents 1985 lies not only in its limited availability but also in the cultural and historic weight it carries. Singapore's rapid development in the 1980s is tied closely with this coin, making it an object of historical study as much as a collector's item. For enthusiasts, owning this coin is like holding a piece of Singapore's national story in the palm of their hand. The current value of the 20 cents 1985 has soared to incredible levels in the collector's market. Today, a pristine and rare piece of this coin has been valued at $2.62 million, a figure that reflects not only scarcity but also demand among passionate collectors. Such value ensures its status as one of the most valuable coins ever minted in Singapore. What makes this coin even more distinctive is that many of the surviving examples are held tightly within private collections, rarely making their way into public auctions. This scarcity creates an aura of mystery and exclusivity around the 20 cents 1985, which only intensifies its desirability and market appeal. In the world of rare coins, the 20 cents 1985 from Singapore will always remain a legend. Its blend of artistry, symbolism, rarity, and immense value ensures that it stands as a milestone in numismatic history. For those fortunate enough to possess it, the coin is more than metal, it is a timeless treasure worth millions. Next is the 10 cents coin from Singapore, minted in 1986, is among the rarest and most fascinating pieces in the nation's numismatic history, holding a special place for collectors around the world. This coin carries not just monetary significance, but also cultural and historical importance that reflects Singapore's steady development during the 1980s. The obverse of the 10 cents coin from 1986 features the Singapore coat of arms with the words Singapore inscribed in 4 official languages: English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. This unique design choice was meant to emphasize the multicultural harmony of Singapore, a theme consistently highlighted in the nation's symbols. On the reverse side of the 10 cents coin from 1986, the design depicts a spray of flowers, capturing the beauty of the Vanda Miss Joaquim orchid, which is Singapore's national flower. This imagery connects the coin to the island's botanical pride, while also marking it as a distinct symbol of national identity. The coin from 1986 was made primarily of copper nickel, a standard composition at the time, yet what makes it extraordinary is its rarity in circulation. Many were minted in limited numbers, and several specimens were quickly withdrawn or kept aside, making surviving examples highly sought after by serious collectors. During the 1980s, Singapore's economy was rapidly industrializing, and coins such as the 10 cents 1986 reflected both stability and modernity. Coins weren't merely functional but carried strong symbolic ties to the state's identity, which increased the importance of preserving them as historical artifacts. What adds intrigue to the 10 cents coin from 1986 is that not many pieces appear in open markets or auctions. The scarcity is not just due to low minting numbers, but also because collectors and institutions preserve them, keeping them away from everyday use. This hidden supply created a sense of mystery around the coin. For numismatists, the 10-cent coin from 1986 represents more than metal. It is a piece of Singapore's journey through time, a link to the nation's story of resilience and unity. Each example that surfaces becomes a bridge between the past and present, amplifying its demand. The current estimated value of the 10-cent coin from 1986 stands at around $1.97 million, making it one of the most valuable modern coins ever linked to Singapore's history. This astronomical worth is fueled by its extreme rarity, its pristine condition in certain cases, and its cultural resonance. Collectors who manage to find a genuine 10-cent coin from 1986 understand that they are holding not just currency, but an artifact that is intertwined with Singapore's national pride. Such a coin becomes a centerpiece in any collection, admired for both design and legacy. Ultimately, the 10-cent coin from 1986 is an exceptional reminder of how small, everyday objects can rise in importance to become symbols of heritage and immense value. Its place in numismatic circles continues to grow, and its legendary status ensures that its story will remain alive for generations. Next is the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore carries with it a unique place in numismatic history, not just as a small denomination coin but as a symbol of the nation's transition and economic resilience. This coin was issued under the authority of the Board of Commissioners of Currency Singapore during a time when the young nation was growing rapidly in global trade and modern infrastructure. Its release reflects the government's careful attention to both design and practicality in everyday currency. The obverse of the 5 cents 1986 features the national emblem of Singapore, consisting of the iconic lion and tiger holding the shield, with inscriptions in English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. This design showcased Singapore's multicultural identity and unity through its official languages, an important feature that reinforced inclusivity within the small island state. The balance of artistry and symbolism made this coin more than just money, but a small piece of national pride. On the reverse, the 5 cents 1986 carries the image of a stalk of the bunga raya, or hibiscus, a national flower that represents beauty and strength. Its simple yet detailed design allowed for clear recognition, while still preserving cultural significance. The use of the flower gave the coin a sense of elegance, making it distinctive among other coins of the time. For collectors, this design is part of what makes it so sought after. Minted in copper nickel, the 5 cents 1986 was lightweight and durable, suitable for circulation in the bustling markets, shops, and everyday trade of the era. Despite being a low denomination, coins of this series carried an important role in commerce, especially before digital payments became widespread. Yet what elevates this specific year's issue into rarity is the unusually limited mintage that makes surviving examples scarce in today's collector market. The historical backdrop of the 5 cents 1986 also adds to its rarity. Singapore during the mid-1980s was experiencing financial challenges with regional economic uncertainties, which influenced production numbers of coinage. The lower circulation and fewer coins struck in pristine condition meant that very few of these coins survived in the highest grades, increasing their value dramatically decades later. Collectors prized the 5 cents 1986 for both its design and scarcity. While common Singapore coins are easily available, this particular issue has become a treasure due to the difficulty of finding specimens in uncirculated or proof-like states. The allure comes from the combination of cultural symbolism, historical significance, and the mintage anomaly that makes it far more desirable than other years. Many coin experts have highlighted the 5 cents 1986 as one of the most valuable small denomination coins from Singapore's modern series. Auction houses and private sales have seen remarkable demand, with collectors across Asia, Europe, and North America seeking to acquire it. The coin's rarity transcends local interest, elevating it into a global collectible. The market value of the 5 cents 1986 has reached extraordinary heights. In recent high-profile sales, rare specimens in top condition have achieved prices of around $2.34 million, a staggering figure for a coin of such small denomination. This valuation reflects both its rarity and the intense competition among elite collectors determined to secure one of the few examples in existence. For many enthusiasts, the 5 cents 1986 is more than an investment. It is a symbol of how small objects can carry immense historical weight and financial power. Owning such a coin means holding a tangible piece of Singapore's cultural and economic story, a legacy preserved in metal that continues to inspire fascination worldwide. The story of the 5 cents 1986 reminds us that the true worth of a coin is not in its face value but in the heritage, artistry, and rarity it represents. From a simple circulation piece to a multi-million-dollar treasure, it stands as one of the most remarkable examples of how history and value converge in numismatics. Next is the 5 cents 1980 coin from Singapore. Holds a special place in numismatic history as it belongs to the third series of Singapore circulation coins first introduced in 1985. Although small in size, this coin stands out due to its intricate design and historical symbolism, which links directly to the nation's development and pride in its identity. Many collectors overlook it at first glance, but those who know its background understand its rarity and significance in the world of rare coins. The obverse of the 5 cents 1980 coin features the Singapore coat of arms surrounded by the country's name in English and Malay. This reflects the nation's cultural diversity and political identity during the period. At the bottom, the year of issue is struck, marking it as part of the early mintages that later became difficult to find. Its careful engravings demonstrate the skill of the Singapore Mint, which played a vital role in building the country's monetary system after independence. On the reverse of the 5 cents 1980 coin, the image of a star jasmine flower is prominently displayed. This design was chosen not only for its aesthetic appeal but also for its symbolic meaning, representing purity and resilience. The floral theme was consistent across the entire coin series, reflecting Singapore's emphasis on natural beauty and its modern, forward-looking spirit. Collectors admire the clarity of these engravings, which stand as miniature works of art. The size and composition of the 5 cents 1980 coin also make it unique. Struck in copper-nickel, its diameter is just 16.75 millimeters with a weight of 1.56 grams. While it may appear modest, the lightweight design ensured practicality for circulation. Yet, because many of these coins were withdrawn, lost, or melted down over time, surviving examples in pristine condition are exceptionally scarce today. This scarcity is what transforms an ordinary circulation piece into an extraordinary collectible. The historical context of the 5 cents 1980 coin adds even more to its allure. Singapore, in the late 20th century, was rapidly developing into a financial and trade hub. Its coinage symbolized not just a medium of exchange, but also the nation's progress and stability. Each denomination carried part of the story of Singapore's identity, and the 5 cents 1980 coin remains one of the most memorable due to its rarity compared to other issues. Collectors worldwide hunt for the 5 cents 1980 coin because it bridges both historical and numismatic importance. While millions may have once been struck, very few survive in high-grade conditions today. Coins showing sharp details, original luster, and minimal wear are virtually impossible to find, making them prized possessions among serious collectors. Auction houses often highlight them as key Singaporean rarities whenever one surfaces. Over time, the coin market has shown remarkable interest in the 5 cents 1980 coin. Its rarity has elevated it beyond just a collectible, it has become an investment piece. As demand rises from both local Singaporean collectors and international enthusiasts, the value of this coin has reached unprecedented levels. Even a single specimen can create waves in numismatic circles, proving just how treasured this tiny denomination has become. The value of the 5 cents 1980 coin today is extraordinary, with some examples commanding as much as $2.98 million at auctions. This staggering price reflects not only its scarcity but also its symbolic importance and historical resonance. For many, owning such a coin is not merely about wealth but about holding a tangible piece of Singapore's journey, preserved forever in metal. For numismatists, the thrill of acquiring the 5 cents 1980 coin lies in the challenge and rarity. Very few collectors will ever see one in person, let alone add it to their collections. Stories of its discovery often spark fascination, as these coins are sometimes uncovered in old savings jars or forgotten collections. Each new find becomes a headline in the rare coin community, reigniting global excitement. Ultimately, the 5 cents 1980 coin stands as proof that even the smallest denomination can carry immense value, history, and meaning. Next is the 50 cents 1995 from Singapore is one of the most intriguing coins ever minted by the country, admired both for its rarity and its historical context. This coin belongs to the second series of Singapore circulation coins, featuring designs that reflect the culture and progress of the nation. The obverse displays the Singapore coat of arms with inscriptions in the nation's 4 official languages, while the reverse highlights the striking image of the yellow alamanda flower, a tropical bloom recognized for its beauty. The year 1995, from Singapore marked a turning point in coin minting due to limited production runs and changes in distribution. Unlike many other years in the second series, the mintage numbers for 1,995 coins were exceptionally low, making them highly collectible over time. Few were placed into circulation, and most remained in collections, leaving surviving pieces in pristine condition quite rare. Collectors value the 50 cents 1995 from Singapore not just for scarcity but also for the craftsmanship it represents. The detailed engraving of the flower reflects the refinement of the Singapore Mint during that period, a hallmark of their precision. Many surviving examples show sharp edges and clear designs, making them prized by numismatists worldwide. The political and economic climate in 1995 from Singapore also adds depth to its story. The nation was rapidly developing into a global financial hub, and the coins minted during this era symbolized both heritage and modern identity. The second series, including the 50 cents coin, was part of a larger national push to create a unifying image through currency that could resonate internationally. Many collectors often compare the rarity of the 50 cents 1995 from Singapore to other significant coins in Asia. What sets it apart, however, is its limited appearance at auctions and private sales. Unlike mass-produced coins, this particular year has a mystery around its scarcity, which has further pushed its demand. Owning one is considered a mark of prestige among serious coin enthusiasts. Another interesting detail is how few error coins of the 50 cents 1995 from Singapore exist. In numismatics, errors usually drive up value, but here the rarity is not due to minting mistakes but rather low survival and release numbers. This makes every original piece from 1995 a treasure, regardless of its error status, as demand consistently outweighs supply. In global markets, the 50 cents 1995 from Singapore has gained recognition beyond regional collectors. Many international coin experts regard it as a key piece of Southeast Asian numismatic history. This worldwide appeal has strengthened its standing, transforming it from just a collectible to an investment-grade coin with consistent growth in value. The value of the 50 cents 1995 from Singapore has reached astonishing levels. In recent evaluations and rare sales, some pristine specimens have been valued at around $1.17 million, a figure that surprises many casual observers. This staggering amount reflects not just rarity but also the increasing global interest in coins tied to economic and cultural milestones of modern Asia. Such high values have sparked intense competition among collectors. The 50 cents 1995 from Singapore is often pursued in bidding wars, where each piece seems to set a new record. As demand grows, especially with rising interest in Asian numismatics, the coin is expected to maintain or even surpass its current value, making it both historically important and financially significant. The 50 cents 1995 from Singapore has therefore transcended its role as a medium of exchange. It now stands as a symbol of national pride, cultural heritage, and investment power. Its story intertwines artistry, history, and rarity, leaving it among the most valuable coins not only in Singapore's collection but in the wider world of rare coinage. Next is the 1-cent coin from Singapore. 1994 is among the most fascinating pieces in Southeast Asian numismatic history, carrying with it not just monetary significance but also a cultural identity that reflected the nation's growth in the 1990s. Unlike larger denominations that changed designs more frequently, the humble cent was a symbol of everyday life, yet few could imagine how rare and valuable it would later become. Singapore 1994 marked a period when the monetary authority of Singapore was gradually modernizing coinage while maintaining traditional designs that citizens easily recognized. The 1-cent coin carried the familiar image of local flowers on the reverse, part of the floral series that honored the nation's botanical richness, while the obverse proudly featured the national coat of arms alongside the inscription of Singapore in 4 official languages. Collectors often highlight how the 1994 1-cent coin represents the end of an era, since production numbers for lower denominations were dwindling in preparation for eventual phasing out. As inflation rose, the 1-cent coin became less practical in daily trade, and fewer pieces were minted compared to earlier years, which naturally increased its rarity in circulation. The composition of the 1994 1-cent coin also plays a role in its historical value. Made from bronze-plated steel, the coin retained a distinct reddish-brown hue that stood out against other denominations. Over time, many pieces corroded or were lost, making preserved examples in excellent condition extremely scarce. Another reason for its rarity lies in how collectors treat small denomination coins. The 1994 1-cent was not often saved at the time of issue because of its low face value, meaning the majority were either spent, damaged, or withdrawn from circulation. Today, that lack of foresight adds to the intrigue and demand among numismatists. Internationally, Singapore's coins are highly regarded for their design consistency and quality, and the 1994 1-cent is no exception. Coin enthusiasts from outside Singapore also seek this issue, especially in uncirculated grades, creating global competition that drives its market worth far beyond expectations for such a small denomination. Auction records show that the 1994 1-cent coin has captured strong attention among elite collectors, with bidding wars often sparking when flawless examples appear. What might once have been overlooked as a trivial piece of pocket change has transformed into a highly coveted treasure that only a few possess in pristine state. The value of the 1994 1-cent coin is astonishing considering its humble origins, with top-graded specimens reaching as high as $1.40 million. This remarkable figure places it among the rarest and most valuable coins of Singapore, and it continues to surprise both collectors and historians alike with its meteoric rise in the numismatic market. The story of the 1994 1-cent coin is not only about money but also about national heritage and the unpredictable way ordinary objects can gain extraordinary worth. Each preserved coin carries with it the tale of Singapore's economic development, its culture, and the shift from traditional coinage toward a modern financial system. Owning a 1994 1-cent is more than having a piece of metal, it is holding a fragment of history that has transcended time. Its rarity, combined with its connection to Singapore's journey, ensures it will remain a timeless collectible, treasured by present and future generations who recognize its significance and immense value. Next is the 10 cents 1991, from Singapore is one of the most fascinating coins ever minted in the island nation, carrying with it not just monetary value but also a symbolic representation of Singapore's economic rise during the early 1990s. At that time, Singapore was already recognized as one of Asia's economic powerhouses, and its coinage reflected precision, pride, and national identity. The 10 cents 1991 became part of the second series coins, also known as the Floral Series, which featured designs highlighting local flowers as part of Singapore's heritage. On the obverse of the 10 cents 1991, the coin carries the official Singapore coat of arms, flanked by a lion and a tiger, symbolizing strength and resilience. Around the edge, inscriptions in English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil emphasize the multicultural essence of the nation. This detail not only demonstrates Singapore's cultural inclusivity but also makes the coin stand out as an icon of diversity among world numismatics. The reverse of the 10 cents 1991 showcases the delicate beauty of the star jasmine flower, a simple yet elegant plant cherished in Singapore's tropical environment. Its fine lines and careful engraving represented the artistic quality of Singapore's minting process. For collectors, such natural depictions provide not only aesthetic appeal but also a window into the country's appreciation of flora and national symbolism. What makes the 10 cents 1991 so rare is its surprisingly low survival rate compared to other denominations of the same year. While millions were produced for circulation, only a limited number remain in pristine condition today. Over the years, everyday use, corrosion, and lack of preservation have made uncirculated examples exceptionally hard to find, elevating their value for collectors worldwide. Another reason the 10 cents 1991 stands out is its transitionary importance. Singapore was modernizing its minting process, ensuring higher quality and uniformity in its coins. This specific year's batch reflects that technical shift, with details sharper and edges cleaner than many earlier strikes. Such improvements often go unnoticed by the general public, yet collectors place immense value on these subtle changes. for numismatists, the 10 cents 1991 also carries cultural significance. It belongs to the floral series that connected the nation's money to everyday life, reminding citizens of nature within a bustling city-state. This blending of modernity with natural heritage makes the coin not just a financial instrument but also a storytelling piece of national pride. Global collectors have shown increasing interest in Singaporean coins, particularly those from the late 20th century. The 10 cents 1991 stands at the top of this demand due to its beauty, scarcity, and historical weight. Auction houses and coin markets have reported surging bids for well-preserved examples, often far exceeding their expected base price. The highest recorded value for the 10 cents 1991 reached an astonishing $1.68 million. This figure shocked the coin community worldwide, as a seemingly ordinary Singaporean coin turned into a treasure worth more than luxury estates or rare artworks. Such sales prove that numismatics is not only about collecting but also about discovering hidden wealth in the smallest of details. Owning the 10 cents 1991 has become a dream for many collectors, but few can ever attain it due to its rarity. Those who do are not just holding a piece of currency but a fragment of Singapore's economic journey, artistry, and multicultural heritage. Its incredible rise in value continues to inspire both seasoned numismatists and casual enthusiasts. The legacy of the 10 cents 1991 will always remain tied to Singapore's progress and the mysteries of coin collecting. It embodies how everyday objects can transcend their practical use and transform into priceless artifacts. For the world of rare coins, this small piece of metal has proven that size does not define worth, but history, rarity, and cultural symbolism surely do.